Iowa and Illinois have provisions that commercial sex involving persons under the age 18 is considered sex trafficking regardless of force, fraud, or coercion. So in labor trafficking, it's a little bit different. In labor trafficking, you have to prove force, fraud, and coercion, whether they're under 18 or not. It doesn't matter how old they are. But sex trafficking, you do not have to prove force, fraud, and coercion if they're under 18. If they're under 18, whether they chose to do it or not, they're automatically a sex trafficking victim. It provides assistance for programs of survivors. It's ignorance of age is no defense. So a guy can't come up and say, well, I thought she was 18 when she's actually 14. It's not a defense. And human trafficking is now a forcible felony in Iowa, which means if you're convicted of trafficking, you have to serve a minimum of 70% of your sentence. Cases of human trafficking in Iowa and Illinois. From January 2010, with the initiation of the first case, to 2014, there are 7 cases filed, resulting in 10 federal sex trafficking convictions. As of 2014, there were 3 human trafficking cases, 2 of which resulted in convictions of 3 persons, and a 3rd case is pending. In metropolitan Chicago, 16,000 to 25,000 women and girls are exploited into the commercial sex trade annually. So when you stop to think that, however, as 2012, under both federal and state laws, only 6 people have been convicted of human trafficking and sentenced to prison. So when 16,000 to 25,000 are exploited and only 6 people have been convicted, you know, there's something that's not right there that needs to get better and be fixed. Rock Island County sex trafficking case has a case involving a 14-year-old girl. The female trafficker received a 17-year sentence. And you know, that's one other thing. You know, you can't tell a trafficker by how he looks or she looks or how they dress. You know, traffickers can be any age. They can be teenagers. They can be your mom, your dad. They can be older. They can be your teacher at school. Any race, any ethnicity. And the same with our victims. You know, it doesn't discriminate. Trafficking doesn't. The victims can be any age, any race, any ethnicity. This is a number of unique individuals per month. It says this is kind of a thing about Backpage.com. Has anyone heard of that before? It's used here in the Quad Cities, or in the Quad Cities and around. It's kind of like Craigslist, where you can go on and buy a lawnmower or a desk, or you can also look up prostitution. So in Iowa, we found 970 cases on Craigslist of ads for prostitution. And I think that they kind of assumed from what they're able to see in the photos that about 40% of them are underage, boys or girls. And that's just, you know, obviously on the ad it doesn't say this person is underage. They all say they're over 18.
So these are just ads. These are not people being caught.
Yeah, these are just ads that they found on 1 month in Backpage.com of prostitution. And one thing to keep in mind, you know, they may take the girls and they might have 3 different ads of the same person. But in Omaha, Council Bluffs is not included in that total of Iowa, because Omaha's